Hey, good morning. Come on in. Where's the lake?
Yeah, where's the forest?
Okay. Monday, June the 24th. Here's what we're working on for you today. Hamilton police are still investigating after a shooting that took place in downtown yesterday morning.
The Hamilton Tiger Cats still looking for their first win of the season.
And Inside Out dominates the box office this weekend.
And here we are back home.
Hi.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Made it home?
Yep, made it home. Oh, it took a long time getting home. I thought, oh, we're going against cottage traffic on Friday on our way home from Durhurst, and
oh, you got into traffic.
oh, we got into traffic.
Oh,
5 hours
you
to
know
get
what
home.
was the weirdest thing? Hey,
yeah.
Brian. What, sorry, it took you
5 hours to get home.
What?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we stopped off at the farm. And it was so weird because like it was kind of coolish, excuse me, on Friday in Deerhurst.
Yes.
And then but we went to my parents' place, which is about 2.5 hours away, and it was like stinking warm, you know, like it was kind of odd. We were just in this little pocket.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And some areas had some showers. Barrie had some heavy rain driving home on Friday afternoon. Oh yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why I left early, because I just wanted to miss all of that stuff in Toronto with all the traffic. So, and it took me just over 3 hours. So it wasn't too bad as far as I was concerned. Hey, Monday, yay! Let's get into it here. We do have some sun. The sun is up this morning. There is a slim chance of a shower as the morning goes on. Should be pretty well gone by 9 o'clock. No chance after that. And we will have sunshine today. Temperature 27. Humidex today about 30, so warm, but not hot like it was last week. So the heat warnings are all gone. So yeah, it'll be a better. We're sitting at 15 degrees, right? Yeah, 15 degrees right now. So no Humidex, just a bit of cloud cover that we have at the moment. We'll talk about the forecast coming up. Quick check traffic, nothing going on. 403 Waterdown Road, that's our camera, doing fine. Nothing to see there. MTO traffic cameras, just give you a few. Millen Road, Stony Creek, nothing to see. Top of the Skyway Bridge already getting a little bit busy, but still moving okay. And look at that sunshine here, heading toward it's heading eastbound. It's in your eyes. So QEW east of 4th, nothing there. So weather and traffic, of course, we'll check that for you coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, the news.
All right, thanks, Brian. Let's start in Hamilton because police are looking for witnesses after a shooting in the city's downtown core. This took place yesterday morning. Let's bring in Simone Gavros, who joins us live this morning with any of the details. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning, Tim. Well, police say this all happened yesterday around 5 a.m. here in this area. That's where someone reported hearing shots fired in this area near Hess and Market Street. Now, police gave just this address of an apartment building, but it just happened here in this area. And just to remind you, not too long ago, about a month ago, there was a shooting that was just a block away from here. Now, when police arrived on scene of this shooting at Market and Hess Street, they were able to confirm that there was a shooting that took place. There was evidence of the shooting. Police officers and police tape could still be seen in the area as they continued their investigation. Now, thankfully, there were no injuries that were reported, and police say they're now looking for 2 suspects. Now, one is described as a black man with a stocky build, about 6'2", and was wearing a baby blue jumpsuit and a matching baby blue Nike shoes at the time. The second suspect is described as a white man with a thin build, a couple inches shorter than the other man, and he was wearing blue sandals. Now, police are asking anyone with information who may have surveillance footage or any dash cam footage between this time frame of when the shooting happened, just before 5 a.m., to please contact police. But for now, I'll send things back over to you, Annette.
Okay, thanks very much. Speaking of police, in what's set to become an annual event, a memorial ceremony has been held to honor police officers and civilian members who have died by suicide. A ceremony yesterday at the Ontario Police Memorial Park in Toronto was organized by Beyond the Blue. The charity offers counseling to officers and their family members. It says those who died by suicide deserve a formal memorial that recognizes the positive impact of their lives. 51 names were read on the honor roll, including 8 from Hamilton Police.
Let's go to Burlington now because police are asking the public if they recognize this motorcycle or its rider. Police say this suspect has fled from them twice in the Guelph Line and Upper Middle Road area after they were seen driving dangerously, including escaping from police down a sidewalk at a high rate of speed. If you have information, you're asked to reach out to police.
Niagara police say sexually explicit deepfakes generated by artificial intelligence are being used to exploit children at an alarming rate. There have been nearly 4,000 deepfakes reported to cybertip.ca in the past year. The Canadian Centre for Child Protection says sexually explicit AI-generated images and videos are rising in schools across Canada. The agency is launching lesson plans for high school students to keep students safe online. McMaster Children's Hospital has canceled about 100 tonsil and adenoid surgeries since the death of 2 children earlier this month. Hamilton Health Sciences paused tonsil and adenoid surgeries for children 17 and under starting on June 4th. That was after 1 child died the day after their procedure and another child died 9 days after their surgery. Since then, outside experts have been reviewing the pediatric surgery program.
We're in the process of contacting affected families whose children have tonsil and/or adenoid surgeries scheduled at MCH. Through all of this, we continue to be here and remain committed to providing exceptional care for the children, youth, and families we serve.
McMaster Children's Hospital says there is no apparent connection between those 2 deaths. Thorold councillors have withdrawn from a national climate change program in a 7-to-1 vote. The Partners for Climate Protection program, backed by federal funding, helps municipalities in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Thorold Council voted 7-to-1 last week to withdraw from the program, going against the advice of a committee that oversees environment, climate change, and biodiversity. One councillor, Tim O'Hare from the Environment Committee, was upset with the results.
The reason I bring it up is, as I said, there's two sides to every coin. And what we're hearing is a one-sided approach to climate change.
Comments, point of order.
Several councillors voted against the program because of concerns about privacy, skepticism about green initiatives, and beliefs that climate change doesn't require immediate action. Friday's sudden closure of the Ontario Science Centre prompted a rally outside the facility yesterday. Families and community members want the Ontario government to reverse its decision and make urgent repairs instead to reopen the centre. The province announced the permanent closure on Friday because of concerns over the state of the roof. Premier Doug Ford's government already had plans to move the 55-year-old Science Centre from its current location to a new spot at Ontario Place.
Into Sportsline we go. Oh, tough start to the season for the Hamilton Tiger Cats as they came up short again against the Rough Riders. This time it's Saskatchewan last night to wrap up Week 3 in the CFL.
He's definitely at their backs now. When we're getting late third quarter, they'd be against it. It's deflected and picked off. Jameer Thurman still going. 5 touchdown.
Yeah, after looking good in the first 2 games, Bo Levi Mitchell not so much last night. That was one of 4 turnovers for Bo that led to the Marcus Sales 28-yard pick 6 and a dominating win over Hamilton. Mitchell would toss for 295 yards and a couple touchdowns, but the turnovers, they were the backbreakers. It also included a fumble right here in the red zone earlier in the third quarter. Ticats would pick up some points in garbage time, but too little, too late. 36-20 was the final. They fall to 0-3 in the season, while the Riders are undefeated at 3-0. Next up for the Tabbies, they take on the first team so far this season in the East. They travel to Ottawa and face the Red Blacks on Sunday.
The next homer for Naylor would tie the most he's had in a season, sitting on 19 right now. Swinging a fly ball, right field. Springer going back, and that's number 20 for Naylor.
Yeah, that's Mississauga's Josh Naylor hit career high, his 20th home run of the season, which would prove to be the winning swat as Cleveland swept away the Jays in a rain-delayed 6-5 win. The AL Central leading Guardians have won 5 straight, while Toronto, they've dropped 6 straight after being swept by Boston and then Cleveland. And they try and halt the bleeding tonight, and they travel to Fenway, face those Red Sox again. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, before Sunday's game, news broke that number 2 prospect, or Elvis Martinez, who just made his big league debut earlier in the season with Cleveland, has been suspended for 80 games. Martinez tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. The ban comes 2 days after he made his debut and recorded a hit in Friday's loss. Martinez says that he was prescribed a fertility drug to help him and his girlfriend have a child, and there was a banned substance in it. He took responsibility for the error, and he'll be able to return with only 6 games left in the season.
Trying to tee it up for Becker, and Poku, is he onside? He is. It's the opening goal. Poku scored 2.
Yeah, we got some good news for local sports fans, though. Ford FC put together a nice effort at Tim Hortons Field yesterday by Quasi Poku, who would score twice in the first half in the 12th minute, and then once again right there in the 31st to give the Hammers a 5th win of the season, and their first in a while, actually. 2-1 the final over Valor. They move into second place in the CPL, 5 points behind Atletico Ottawa. We're 5 points clear, and that is who they play Friday in the nation's capital. Let's stay with the footy and head to the Euros, where the host team from Germany are into the knockout round. Top the standings in Group A. As a late goal will give them a draw with Switzerland, who are also through. Hungary's penalty time goal kept their slim hopes alive, but Scotland is out after the loss to Hungary. 2 more matches today. That includes Spain, already through to the round of 16, up against Albania, who need a result. Same can be said for Croatia, who only have 1 point, up against the reigning champs from Italy, who have 3 points thus far. And I saved the best sports story for last, as history could be made tonight. In Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, Game 1,397 of the NHL season will be played tonight, and the Edmonton Oilers will try and become only the 2nd team in history to come back from 3-0 down to win the Stanley Cup. They have reeled off 3 straight wins against Florida, who won the first 3, and it's all on the line tonight from Sunrise, Florida, with the cup in the building and the winner being able to lift it above their heads. Puck drop just after 8 o'clock.
Well, it's Monday morning again. It's 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, and it's 24th of June. We have a fairly cloudy sky at the moment, as you can see here on that particular camera. There was a bit of sunshine earlier when the sun came up quite a while ago. We're looking at no problems as far as the roads are concerned right now. Still some lingering construction in some areas, but the 403 Waterdown Road, that looks good. Let's see if we can find any sunshine on our MTO traffic cameras. A little bit cloudy here at the QEW Glendale. No problems as far as traffic is concerned at Millen, all the way through east of Brant. East of Royal Windsor Drive looks good. There's some sunshine on the 403 going through Mississauga. That's the 403 at Hurontario Street, but as you can see, there's no problems on the roads right now. Temperature this hour has just come up a degree. We're 15 last hour. Now we're sitting at 16. Winds are light. Relative humidity, not bad, 83%. It is mostly cloudy now. A little bit more cloud cover at the moment, and there is that chance of a shower for today. Now, it's just this morning, this hour, maybe next hour, through 7 o'clock, but after that it's pretty well gone. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, but 27 today, feeling like about 30. We have a ridge of high pressure just off to the west. It's going to slide its way just to the south of us, give us a bit more southerly flow for the day tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to feel a little stickier, but just by a couple of degrees, and then we get that frontal boundary going through, and that's what's going to bring us some showers and cooler temperatures in the middle of the week. Today, 26 and 27 degrees. Humidex today, about 30 is what it will feel like. So there's that chance of showers all around, but that's early this morning, and then that should be gone. Tonight, skies will clear beautifully. Temperatures anywhere from 13, 14, 15, 16 for Niagara, 11 for Kitchener and Guelph, so on the cool side there. And then tomorrow, temperature about 27, but the humidex will be higher, 32 for the day tomorrow. And then there's that shower thunderstorm scenario as the day progresses, so getting a little unsettled. So out the door, 24th of June, here's how it stacks up. Mostly cloudy, light winds, temperature right now 16. Long range in a few minutes. Annette, Tim.
Okay, thanks very much, Brian.
Saw that school bus forecast there. Countdown is on.
Yep.
Don't need that too much longer.
A little bit of excitement in your household?
There is a little bit of excitement. There's also the thoughts of, what are we going to do with these kids come next week?
I'm bored.
I'm bored. All right, get outside. All right, coming up after the break, into business news. And Chinese-made EVs are facing higher tariffs in Europe and the U.S. Canada is now considering that move as well. Okay, coming up on 6:17, as Brian would say, on the button right now. There you go. Canadian dollar gained 14 basis points, sitting at 73.12 cents. U.S. gold up over $12, 23.43.40 an ounce. Crude oil, it's down 21 cents, 80.94 a barrel. Off to Europe we go on this Monday. Hey, Europe. Markets are up in London, Frankfurt, and Paris, right across the board.
In Asia, the markets were up in Tokyo, but down in Hong Kong and Shanghai. Checking North American markets from Friday, the TSX was down 26 points. The Dow was up by 15, and the NASDAQ crept up by 32 points.
Glad you're with us on this Monday morning. Let's get into some business news. And Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland is set to announce a plan this morning for potential tariffs to protect Canada's electric vehicle supply chain from unfair Chinese competition. This comes following similar tariffs and increases by the U.S. and Europe on Chinese-made EVs earlier this year. So before Canada can impose these tariffs, the Canadian International Trade Tribunal needs to complete an investigation into subsidies. Currently, the only Chinese-made EVs imported into Canada are Teslas from the company's Shanghai factory. However, China plays a significant role in Canada's EV battery and component supply, which Canada has heavily invested in over the past 4 years.
Economists think we could see another interest rate cut next month. Statistics Canada is going to release its next inflation report tomorrow. It'll be the first since the Bank of Canada cut interest rates by 0.25% on June 5th. Both BMO and TD forecast Canada's annual inflation rate will have dropped slightly from the 2.7% it was in April. That's getting closer to the central bank's 2% target. Economists from both banks says that could spell another rate cut.
Well, more than 1,300 aircraft workers at Bombardier's new plant at Pearson Airport, they're on strike. They're members of two locals of Unifor. So new bargaining talks are set to start this morning. The plant, which officially opened just a couple of months ago, it makes business jets. Neither side would discuss specifics on these negotiations. A Unifor strike at Bombardier's Toronto plant 3 years ago ended in a week with a 3-year deal that raised wages and pensions.
Members of an artificial intelligence group says Canada needs to create more opportunities for AI firms. The AI Alliance was set up last December. It's approximately 100 member companies and universities have formed working groups focused on things like AI skills and safety. Now, the founder of the Montreal-based AI Ethics Institute sees Canada as, quote, the original home of AI because of some of the technology's founders starting their work here. He's concerned, though, about Canada's ability to translate that into profits because so many in the industry have left for higher pay elsewhere.
European Union regulators, they accused Apple today of violating new digital competition rules by restricting app developers from directing users to other platforms. The European Commission's preliminary investigation found that Apple breached the bloc's Digital Markets Act. Now, the rulebook, also known as the DMA, aims to prevent tech giants from monopolizing digital markets. The Commission said that Apple's App Store, the rules prevent app developers from freely steering consumers to alternative channels for offers and content. Apple said over the past several months it has made a number of changes to comply with the DMA in response to feedback from developers and the European Commission, and said it is confident its plan complies with the law.
Okay, we're taking a break right now. We're confident Brian's going to have a great forecast for you for the rest of the week.
Pressure's on, bud.
6:24 already on this Monday morning again. Yes, 24th of June. Looking at our MTO traffic cameras. First of all, QEW Martindale, nothing to see there. Not a lot of sunshine either. Same at the top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge, just a little bit busier as you can see. East of 4th looks good. Sheridan, no problems at the moment. Same with the 403 coming up from the Ford plant here at Dundas Street. All looking good. We did have some sunshine here just a little while ago, but the clouds have rolled in. That's why we're saying there is a chance of a shower this morning. So check the temperatures that we have. Hamilton, Grimsby, both 16, 18 Mississauga, and for Toronto. So seasonal temperatures now 25 for the daytime high. We'll be a little bit above that today. 14 for the overnight low. And then those are our sun times. We're long days right now, and the days will... People don't like it when I start saying that the days are going to start to get shorter, so I won't say that. Those are our records for today. For school today, yes, the last few days of school. 20 for the first bell, 27 for afterwards, humidex about 30. We should have the sunshine around with us. So the sunshine today, there's that 27-degree high. 14 tonight, 27 for the day tomorrow, with a humidex of 32. A little stickier tomorrow. Shower, thunderstorm possible. Then we get the showers rolling in, 40% chance, and a 23-degree high. 22 on Thursday. That's below seasonal. Then we bump up to 25 on Friday with some sun. Showers and warm Saturday, but cooler and sunshine is, yep, that's our Canada Day weekend coming up already. All right, that's our forecast, Annette.
Okay, it can't be already. I guess it is.
Bring it on.
Wow.
Somebody's off next week.
Oh, who would that be?
Okay, we always look forward to this.
Yes.
The unveiling of the world's ugliest dog.
The winner this year is a Pekingese named Wildfang. He'd competed in 5 World's Ugliest Dog competitions before finally winning for the first time. Wildfang and his owner take home $5,000 US for the win. Second place in this year's Ugly Dog competition went to a 14-year-old pug named Rome. It was his first go at the contest. There he is there. The contest raises awareness for animal rescues and adoption.
So that's
the
him
winner.
there?
Yes.
Yeah. A Pekingese? That's wild
Pekingese.
thing? A Pekingese? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not Wild Thing there.
No, neither that. This is just
these are some of the other
competitors.
competitors.
Hey, maybe next year, guys. Keep working at it, huh?
You'd be just like Wild Thing after 6 tries, finally winning.
Never
There we
give
go.
up. You can do it. We believe in you. All right. Monday morning. Let's bring it on, huh? Last week of school. There you go. The Wild Thing as we head to break. See you in a couple.